give them no negativity. Don't know what it is, but it is something good, and I won't let it lie or be misunderstood. There is nothing left to say, so I'll show my actions in the deepest way. There is to love you, so selfless, never be broken or feel helpless, feel helpless. I don't know enough, I don't know nothing at all, but I know this pure love, pure love. You don't know, you don't need enough, you don't need nothing at all, but you need this pure love, pure love. Oh, 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 oh. I don't know enough, I don't know nothing at all, but I know this pure love, pure love. You don't know, you don't need enough, you don't need nothing at all, but you need this pure love, pure love. Oh, 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 oh.
The kids in the dark, the kids in the dark. The kids in the dark, the kids in the dark.
Here we are at the end of the road, a road that's quietly caving in. Come too far to pretend that we don't miss where we started. Looking back, I see a setting sun, and watch my shadow fade into the floor. I am left standing on the edge, wondering how we got this far, how we got this far. They left us alone, the kids in the dark, to burn out forever or light up the spark. We come together, state of the art, we'll never surrender. The kids in the dark, so let the world sing. What a shame, what a shame. Beautiful skies on critical veins. Come together, state of the art, we'll never surrender. The kids in the dark, the kids in the dark. save you when you're coming down. No one to want you when you're on your knees begging. Oh, please take me at my word, I'm desperate. I swear I never meant to hurt no one, no. Oh, please stay for what it's worth, I'm desperate. You're on your own, so don't you call my name, I will take you down. Sure to know that you've been dancing with a wolf, so don't you call my name, I will take you down. I'm not your friend, you burned a bridge, I'll chew you up and spit you out. There's no love for a liar, no love for a liar. There's no love for a liar, no love, so don't you call my name. Fool me once, it's shame on you. Fool me twice and let the wolves come crashing through. Fool me once, it's shame on you. Fool me twice and let the wolves come. So don't you call my name, I will take you down. Sure to know that you've been dancing with a wolf. Don't you call my name, I will take you down. Sure to know that you've been dancing with a wolf. So don't you call my name, I will take you down. I'm not your friend, you burned the bridge, I'll chew you up and spit you out. There's no love for a liar, no love for a liar. There's no love for a liar, no love, so don't you call my name. Get funky!
Gonna make my day tonight. Make the bed and dim the light. Blind the windows, lock the door. Gonna spin like a 45 on the rhythm of a bad desire. Wanna feel like I never felt before. And I don't believe in fairy tales like Hollywood. Gonna treat me like a woman, the way you should. Hey baby, come closer. Love me like an animal. Get it on, get it on. Get it on, get funky. Hey baby, come closer. No, can't wait anymore. Get it on, get it on. Get it on, get down. Gonna make our souls unite, get our hearts synchronized, make the magic till we soar. Wanna get sky high tonight, explode like dynamite, do the things we've never done before. And I don't believe in promises, it's understood. Just treat me like a woman, the way you should. Now, hey baby, come closer. Love me like an animal. Get it on, get it on. Get it on, get funky. Hey baby, come closer. No, can't wait anymore. Get it on, get it on. Get it on, get funky. Baby, I'm so afraid sometimes. How come this won't feel so right? Just can't ignore it. Do I have to feel remorse? Get down, take me high.
L'eau se mêle au son de mes pas, mon écho se perd au loin. Encore, tu dessines à l'encre nos corps sur l'horizon qui nous dévore. Tu m'appelles et tout s'en va. Le temps s'écoule et je t'attends là dans cette foule. Tu ne m'entends pas. La douleur s'efface, tu restes de glace, mon reflet dans le tien. Tu n'oses pas, tu fuis, n'entends pas le son de ma voix qui résonne encore en toi. Le temps s'écoule et je t'attends là dans cette foule. Tu ne m'entends pas. Que tes mots reviennent encore une fois.
Honey, where you been? It's 3:15. I've been calling your phone, but you just let it ring. It's not like you to be breaking plans, leaving me hanging, leaving me hanging. It kinda feels like I'm drowning, cause it's all sinking in. And baby, I'm not stupid, I'm just trying to pretend it's not over, it's not over. So tell me why I'm holding on. Bridge for you to burn. It's funny how it feels when the tables turn. It's like you're getting me back for always breaking plans, leaving you hanging, leaving you hanging. It kinda feels like I'm dying, I can barely breathe in. And maybe I'm just stupid cause I'm trying Tell me why I'm holding on to someone who's already letting go. Tell me why I'm miserable when I hear a song on the radio. Tell me why do I try when I'm hurting inside and you fight all on your own. Tell me why I'm holding on to someone who's already letting me go. Tell me, did we let it fall apart? Or were we always broken from the start? Tell me why I'm holding on to someone who's already letting go. Tell me why I'm miserable when I hear our song on the radio. Tell me why do I try when I'm hurting inside and you fight all on your own. Tell me why I'm holding on to someone who's already letting me go. Letting me go. I'm drunk in the morning, stumbling feet, and got motivation, but I don't wanna sleep. So no, whoa, whoa, I need another drink. This chip on my shoulder is covered up with ink. To hell with your judgment, I got lower class dreams. So no, whoa, whoa, I need another drink. There's nobody listening while you sit around and criticize everything. You can't tell me what to think and do. I'll tell you what I want, what I need. So whoa, 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 I need another drink. Listen, reality's creeping, only one way to make it sink. They tell me I'm crazy, but I don't need another shrink. So no, whoa, whoa, I need another drink. Opinions are flying, circling me. Everyone's got one, you can take yours and leave. So no, whoa, whoa, I need another drink. I don't care what the fuck you think. There's nobody listening while you sit around and criticize everything. You can't tell me what to think and do. I'll tell you what I want, what I
you fall for me. Now I know you want your dessert, your cake getting sweeter. Your teeth about to ache from the overdose of sugar. Tapping away, you know you got me lying all out on the plane. Play me like a bass guitar. I want you just to play me like a bass guitar. When I feel you boom, boom, bang in the back of my car. Got me singing doom, 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 ba. Play me like a bass guitar. I want you just to play me like a bass guitar. When I feel you boom, boom, bang in the back of my car. Got me singing doom, 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 ba. I ain't really dressing up for you, 'cause you know this is how I normally usually do. I'd be lying if I say I'm not prepared for you, 'cause you can guarantee I'm ready when you're coming through. Now I know you want your dessert, your cake getting sweeter. Your teeth about to ache from the overdose of sugar. Tapping away, you know you got me lying all out on the plane. Play me like a bass guitar. I want you just to play me like a bass guitar. When I feel you boom, boom, bang in the back of my car. Got me singing doom, 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 ba. Play me like a bass guitar. I want you just to play me like a bass guitar. When I feel you boom, boom, bang in the back of my car. Got me singing doom, 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 ba. I can feel your fingers curling around me. It's like you never put me down. We're starting off where we left out. Oh, I could never let the memories fade out. And every string you play is taking me back to when we met that day. Play me like a bass guitar. I want you just to play me like a bass guitar. When I feel you boom, boom, bang in the back of my car. Got me singing doom, 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 ba. Play me like a bass guitar. I want you just to play me like a bass guitar. When I feel you boom, boom, bang in the back of my car. Got me singing doom, 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 ba. Play me like a bass guitar. I want you just to play me like a bass guitar. When I feel you boom, boom, bang in the back of my car. Got me singing doom, 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 ba. My chest feels tight, I'm petrified. My mind's gonna turn around and screw me. My heart feels heavy, my soul ain't ready. I'm still grieving from your doing. I'm told that time's a healer, but it don't seem to work. I've tried to get some help, but it's bullshit. I'm smoking too much green just to numb all the hurt. And what it all seems to boil down to is that I miss you madly, I miss you badly. That's why I'm not trying to get over you. I miss you madly, I miss you badly. That's why I'm not trying to get over you. Not trying to get over you. Not trying to get over you.
Welcome to a GSL.
What's up, guys? Tastes and Artos is here for another day of the GSL CodeA.
That's right. I'm so happy to be back. Had a nice little vacation. Came right back. Cast some Brood War with you.
Yeah, that was fun. Check out those
StarCraft
VODs. Yeah, we casted StarCraft 1, one of the semifinals. That was on Monday. That was a blast. Really
was
cool.
so fun. That
And
was so fun.
it's good to be back here with StarCraft 2.
Yes, indeed. A game that we have been casting for just so long now. It's been out, the beta came out about 6 years ago. Within the next couple weeks
Yeah, that's correct.
Is when that came out. And what a wonderful ride it's been. We're in Legacy of the Void, by far the best expansion we've had. And
it's been so exciting.
Yeah.
Totally new meta, totally new strats, the new units being used in interesting ways.
Yeah. A lot of people talking about the Adept right now and whether or not it is correctly balanced. But I'm excited to see today because it seems like last week, very Adept-focused, a lot of discussion with that, especially over a few of the games.
It's a very strong unit. It's tough to stop. We're going to see it probably used a good amount today as well.
Yeah, we have 3 Protosses playing today, so I'm interested to see how they do. It's been 5 days since the last day of CodeA, last time that we saw top-end StarCraft 2 broadcasts. So, there's been time for people to kind of adjust and figure out new ways to counter certain strategies. So I think that today's games are going to be awesome and quite telling of what the future weeks are going to look like as well.
I think so. Again, we're still very new in Legacy of the Void. We've had a handful of games that have been covered here in Korea so far. We've seen a ton of new strats, ranging from quick tank pushes with medevacs, really changing the dynamic of Terran's role on the map, the degree of mobility that they have now, which is much more enhanced.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of crazy Nidus plays, Ravagers used to push very effectively. Protoss, obviously the Adept, has had a big role in harass early on and locking Terrans or Zergs into their base and not giving them a lot of freedom on the map.
There has been so much excitement with that. Like, for instance, as you were saying, that Biel game with the Niduses all over the place on Dusk Towers. Holy crap. What a game, man. Like, Legacy of the Void really improving StarCraft 2.
We've had a minor schedule change here. We had to move one of our best of 5s to another day. So today, we will start out with a Zerg versus Protoss, Saxari versus Hero, then ZVP Lucira versus Choya, and finally a Terran versus Protoss TY against Patience.
Literal god TY. Will he be able to get through the perceived Protoss imbalance?
We're going to have to find out. I think if there's somebody that can do it, it will be TY. This guy's an innovator. He's old school while still solid in the current StarCraft 2 scene.
Totally. And I tell you what, during the preseason week 2, he looked easily like the best player in the world. So I have been eagerly awaiting him playing here in CodeA.
It is going to be a fun day today. Tell your friends to tune in. We are doing a lot of StarCraft this week. We are doing, let's see here, we're obviously doing the GSL CodeA today.
Yeah.
Then tomorrow, I'll be doing SSL day after that. We'll be back here for the GSL CodeA. And then on Saturday, by the way, Artosis and myself will be casting the Brood War Finals.
That
here on
is
Africa.
right.
And that will be Bisu versus Effort.
That's right, and I just actually wrote a blog about that on scdojo.tumblr.com, so check that out. A little preview of the excitement that we are feeling going into that match. But I have some excitement going into this first match as well. Liquid Hero is not someone we get to cast in Korea very often.
I almost did a double take when he walked in. I realized, I'm serious, I realized I have not casted or covered him in Korea for quite some time.
Yeah.
I've become so used to the other heroes. So if you're fairly new to StarCraft, you may not be quite familiar with Liquid Hero. This is not to be confused with the other hero that you've probably seen a lot more of, but this guy, I'd say he's one of the brainiest players in StarCraft 2. He's really smart, especially tactically.
Yeah, he's a tactics player and a micro player. As we get later in the game, that's generally when he falls off a bit more, and that kind of reflects his career as well. Like early on in StarCraft 2, when it was like a little bit less figured out, yeah, he was winning tournaments left and right. He was a fantastic player, really valued as one of the best Protoss in the world. In more recent years, he's had a much harder time. He's had a few good showings. I remember he did very well at IM Cologne a couple years ago, but overall he hasn't done as well. How will he do here, though, in the more multitasking, micro-based Legacy of the Void?
Well, from what I've understood and from what I've been told is that Hero, he was not comfortable in the atmosphere of the booth with the audience, with people watching him directly compete. And usually that is overcome with time, with experience. And he's had a lot of that now. So maybe we'll see a different hero coming in here today. However, if I had to pick a favorite, I would be going with our Zerg player, Saxary.
Well, I got to tell you what, Saxary is actually an awesome Zerg. I think that this guy is so smart. His play is really crisp. Despite being one of the Koreans that went ahead and joined a non-Korean team, it didn't really impact his skill all that much. I think that he's still a very good competitor, and this is a guy that I feel like could even sneak into possibly a top 16 on the GSL CodeA.
I think you're right, man. We've also seen finally players who are not on Kespa teams start to dominate.
Yeah, we've seen
in
some
history.
really good ones,
So
especially on My Insanity.
Yeah, so things are slowly changing here. Again, a big moment here for these two players today. It is a best of 5, and our map has already loaded up. So let's begin our first best of 5. Saxary against Hero in the beginnings of
in our first best of 5 twice in the same sentence.
In the GSL CodeA. Let's go. In the bottom left in the blue, our Zerg player.
My Insanity, Saxary.
Already starting that spawning pool. And in the upper right, in the red, we have our Protoss player. He is.
Team Mikid Hero.
All right. And that's a pretty quick spawning pool against what looks like a Nexus first here.
Yeah, going for a fast expand. This is an expand in the back of your base due to the way the map's set up, so you can sneak a base back there. And usually defend it pretty well. Now, Zerg is making 6 Zerglings right away. There is a Forge warping in close to the entrance.
That Forge. Look at that. That's some Star Sense or something. You know, I think what this might be is a nod towards the fact that Zergs love to go double hatchery versus pool. Could that be? He might be looking to, possibly do a cannon rush against, a naked third hatch.
I think you're probably correct, Artosis. If he went 3 hatch against pool, or excuse me, 3 hatch against a guy going forwards, the cannon rush should be quite strong. However, we have Lings very close to getting to the entrance of this base, and he needs to get some defense up, like, now.
Yeah, he's starting
In fact,
his cannon.
This is already a little bit late. He might have to try to wall this off.
Yeah, he'll definitely have to make a pylon here.
Here we go.
This cannon is actually, it's pretty well timed, and I don't know how much is actually going to be done damage-wise.
He's going for the Forge now, still with plenty of shields left over. And I believe the cannon should be getting done here, no problem. But,
Does add a second cannon there just for safety's sake. And that's one of the best sakes to do anything for in StarCraft 2.
I think he's actually just going to go for the Forge. I was wondering if we were going to see this here. And I think he can actually run 1 Ling in here.
Ooh,
okay, blocked
good
off.
pro block, really good pro block.
Pretty
there.
cool though, because he doesn't need to make any more links for the time being. Oh, this is pretty gutsy. All right, he's going to be able to get in.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, I guess he does. With 2 Zerglings total, that was a pretty big investment from Saxary. Hero should be feeling pretty good about himself right now.
I'm sure that Hero is probably a little bit miffed that there are Lings inside of his base, but he can scout pretty freely here, and he doesn't have to worry about a follow-up cannon rush.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind as well. He can keep making drones off this.
Yes, certainly.
There's really, literally nothing Protoss can do. I mean, cannons are always a threat because if Lings are out of place. So, I don't know. I think he might not be as happy.
I don't think that Saxary is like too far behind or anything, but I would definitely look at it from Hero's point of view. It's like, okay, your hatcheries are a bit slower. You actually made quite a few Lings. You wasted most of them. I know you're going to be droning for a bit. Hero can probably take a third base very quickly and very easily this game.
Looks like these guys have had an interesting history here. Hero actually doing pretty well against Saxary previously in matches. And now getting 2 extractors. Zerg is still free to tech up. We do have 10 more Lings on the way here.
Oh, look at that. 10 slow Zerglings. So he's actually anticipating what I was just talking about, the fact that Hero should feel like he can probably go ahead and take an easy third. But these might be more of defensive Lings anyways. He could just be afraid of this Adept.
Yes, this Adept in particular. And he does not shade forward with that. Instead, going to push in a little bit. With that, we do see Stargate Tech starting here as well.
And that's pretty standard as we see. Probably just going to go Oracle and third base coming up. Roach Warren coming up for Saxary here. Not too surprised to see that. You don't want to be on just Lings.
No, you need to have some beef in your army. Something meaty there. He is going to spot the quick Nexus here. Once again, faking out with the Adepts to keep Zerg on the defense. This is what makes the Adept so strong early on, is Zerg is now the one. For instance, when you do a fast expand like this, Zerg gets the opportunity to do the pressure, but the Adept allows Protoss to now open up and pin the Zerg for the time being.
Yeah. And you see he is actually getting in here, doing a little bit of harassment there, grabs a couple drones. I love these types of moves with the Adepts.
You can do some fancy stuff with these units. Roaches are being pumped out here.
Yeah,
He may be eager to try to do a timing here on the third base.
Yeah, I mean, Ravager Ling is a pretty strong timing attack against these third bases. Like, if you just go balls out, especially, like, let's say he makes, okay, as this Oracle, if this is across the map, you can kill that third base a lot of the time.
Also, we've seen with Ravagers this really nice play where people now use the Corrosive Bile to gun down the pylons right when they're triggered, because that's not going to run out of the way.
Yeah.
You just actually get that artillery shot right off on there, and it really allows you to burn out the Mothership Core energy. And I'm not sure if that's going to be changing the matchup the way we see it, if we're going to see more pylons and expansions or what, but it's definitely something we're about to see occur right here.
Yeah, you know, I really like that type of play as well, Taste. In a prolonged battle, killing those pylons off is actually really going to help. But, oh, my God. Ooh, this.
See, this is the kind of
and he already.
boost.
Wow.
Oh, wow. He actually pre did that. Oh, man, that's really bad.
Yeah, that's a little bit rough.
Yeah.
Look at that, and he's going to go ahead and just bomb one of these pylons.
Yeah.
This other one going to go down very quickly. He's just wiping it all out so quickly.
And that's going to unpower the gateways. This is what I was talking about earlier with using Corrosive Bile on the pylons.
Oh my God, he's not moving the Void Ray.
I got to say, really disappointing micro here from Hero.
Yeah, not moving that Void Ray there. The fact that the Oracle he wasn't looking at, obviously he was defending at home, and that's why he wasn't looking at it. But to lose that right now, that's really, really painful as well.
Oracle now coming out here. Is it really going to be enough time? The Nexus already going down. Another pylon cannon being charged over here. Adepts warping in now on the low ground. Looks like he might be able to hold off the remainder of this attack, but not after the damage has already been dealt.
And he loses the Mothership Core as well. Just kind of not the micro we're used to seeing from Hero here, unfortunately.
Look at this. He's going to just shift-click down. Or I thought he was. He's actually just targeting whatever units are there. Doesn't seem like Saxory's actually that focused on this attack. He's instead getting just much more produced back at home here. Pretty big blow there for Hero.
Yeah.
Granted, Saxory did lose the Ravagers there. That's a bit of an investment, but
I would say well worth here.
Whoa. Did you see those drones?
Yeah, I don't know how that
happened. I don't know how that happened. This looks like a mistake you'd see in a Brood War game like we had yesterday where the drones are rallied to the wrong point. But
really,
anyways, nice attack there. And we're going to have the Adept counterattack. This is not uncommon. After you see the Ravagers strike in, occasionally the Zerg gets too greedy with drones. Ravagers are going to come in and try to deal as much damage to balance out this game as they can.
Yeah. Now, these do have Resonating Glaives, as you can see, so attacking very quickly here. Brings in his Oracle as well. That will add some more damage. And look at that, a nice shade into that third base. And now Saxory taking a lot of damage.
You can see the Roaches coming down already, but it looks like they're going to be able to shade right out. I don't even know if they're going to get a kill on any of these Adepts. They get none! And now they come up here, more drones being picked off right now. 55 probes to 48 workers here for the drones, excuse me. He just, unfortunately, the Adept not as nimble when it's not in that shade form, so he can't quite get around that extractor to get more drones, but he does manage to escape. Really, that attack paying for itself in dividends, Artosis.
Well, that many Adepts getting 19 drones and like half of them getting out. That's pretty crazy. It was some good control there by Hero. Definitely helps him out considering how well Saxory did with that early attack.
Yeah, really nicely done. Interesting here by Hero. He's banking up Phoenixes off of two Stargates. Oh, excuse me, he's not. He's just sending them directly out. He's actually going for an Overseer. This can be pretty effective. He's going to be able to take out all of these Overseers and Overlords on the base, and if he gets into another fight with the Adepts and probably the remainder of his Tier 1 army, Immortals included, he can just start picking up Roaches or Queens or anything else and making the fight on his own terms.
Yeah, well, we'll see how much damage he can get done with this. What I'm more afraid of for him, he's sitting here on just one Robotics right now, and he's still making Phoenixes against a Hydralisk making Saxory. So if Saxory goes up to a very strong Roach Hydra attack and moves out, like if Hero tries to take a fourth, that will die. Because we just do not have enough Robo units here to really hold.
Yeah, that is a very good point. You know, Immortals specifically are no helper here against Hydras.
Yeah. I mean, the Immortal is a fantastic unit, no doubt, but you need like a lot of them. I really have liked the double Robo type play that a lot of Protosses have been using.
I think it's
lots
smart.
of Immortals charge.
You can rotate through a lot of different techs too.
Yeah.
With that, where I think the Stargate tech is oftentimes easily answered by the Zerg. The Robo requires a little bit more heavy lifting on the Zerg's part to counter.
Certainly, certainly. Well, right now Hero is just sitting on 3 bases, so he's not like overcommitting quite yet. We'll see when he wants to take his 4th. Right about now is the time that we would see most Protosses taking him, but maybe he's looked at this situation and decided that it could be tough against a dedicated Roach Hydra attack.
I do like the Phoenixes diving into the main here. Hydras cannot get back home quickly. As fast as they are, they're not fast enough to be everywhere. So the Phoenixes can actually...
Only Adepts are fast enough to be everywhere.
Or I guess the Phoenixes as well. You can actually harass them and probably even get all the way back home. So this is a good way to punish the Hydras coming out now. And it looks like this is gonna trigger the full-on attack as he sees the Phoenixes go back there. He's already too far out on the map. He's gonna have to deal with this. Surprisingly, Hero actually moving out across the map. This is a mistake for sure.
Yeah, he needs to actually engage at the top of his ramp in a concave with pylon cannons. This is a scary army. Look at that. A lot of Ravagers, the Roaches to tank, and the Hydras deal the extra damage. Look at that. A ton of Crucibles coming down, just blowing up some Immortals.
The Phoenixes do come in now. Already starting to pick up some Hydras here. Zerg actually with an initially good attack is slowly being whittled down as the Phoenixes displace the chunk of the army that would make it critical to win that game. And there we go. GG, game number 1. Ooh. Nicely done by Hero.
Yeah, and I can't really blame Saxory for really trying that attack. That really made the most sense because he did lose so many drones to that Adept counterattack that just it did too much damage.
Really nicely done. That Adept counterattack, man, it's tough for Zerg to stop. I think
you have to blind counter it, to be honest. Like, the thing is, he started making Roaches while they were walking across the map. I think that whenever you deal a bunch of damage to Protoss early on with something like that...
any Adept tech whatsoever. Yeah. If it's just present,
if he has Resonating Glaives, you just have to make a bunch of Roaches to stop this. Otherwise, you are going to take way too much damage from a counterattack. And if he had made a bunch of Roaches like right after that attack, which seems counterintuitive to the way Zerg has always been played, but if he had done that, I mean, he sacrificed his whole army to kill economy on Hero's side. And this is something I talk about a lot, is if you sacrifice your army to kill economy, then your opponent's army is going to be very powerful at that moment.
I mean, an even simpler way to think about it is, you ever played a game where you targeted down somebody's command center and lost your units?
Yes,
in the process, and you kill that, and you think, okay, great. Well, he still has his whole army.
Yeah.
So you're not done yet. You have to keep making attacking units because if you try to make a few more workers,
he made
let's say drones in this case, you make 15 drones, and you try to push that again, he still has the bigger army even though he hasn't been mining as much.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're now going into game number 2, Saxory against Hero in the GSL CodeA. In the upper right, in the blue, our Zerg player.
My Insanity, Saxory.
In the bottom right, in the red.
Team Liquid Hero.
Yeah, I mean, very, I guess not really that straightforward of a game, that last one, because you look at it and you're like, well, I mean, he killed the Nexus, so he should be able to win from here. But the Adepts, they're just too strong. They killed everything then. And it's like, no, well, I mean, just what Taste and I were just talking about there with, you sacrifice army to kill something like that, then you got to be wary of that counterattack. And I'm not arguing that the Adept is necessarily exactly where it needs to be. I don't know yet. I don't know 100% for this matchup. But definitely you got to consider that Saxory could have won that game.
I think it's more manageable for Zerg than it is for Terran. nowadays. But with that game specifically, I think what you were saying is correct. If you actually had continued to focus on attacking units, you would have absorbed the adept attack, or at least they would have had to turn around.
Yeah. He just, he let his units sit there and fight and end up losing all of them up there. I mean, you have no units, and units are going to hurt you. So that's the way of StarCraft. But
that was actually something when I first started playing. I had a hard time wrapping my head around. Was I would a lot of times sack a few units to just gun down a command center, Nexus hatchery, you name it, and then not fully grasp that I really traded a lot of army. I mean, this was army, even if it looks like it was a small amount, this is army that was never exchanging damage.
Yeah.
And therefore, it's almost like if I had taken some of my units and right-clicked them across the map and lost them, even though I just got rid of one of their structures that can produce, still they're just going to keep adding and adding to that army.
Absolutely.
And ultimately, in a fair fight, what happens, right? Well, they still have a bigger army. They just got their base up later.
Yeah, killing economy or something like that. That advantage, even though you do it, a lot of people are like, well, I watch a lot of StarCraft. When they do this, they win. It's like, well, no, what happens is they do that damage, and they're not ahead at that moment necessarily. What is going to happen is they're going to be ahead very soon, but it takes time for that to pay off. Just like when you first build a Nexus, you're not ahead because you just built the Nexus. You're ahead once the Nexus mines and you build stuff after that.
Yeah, you got to pluck the fruits from that Nexus in order to get the benefit.
And this oops.
That's not good.
No problem. He's going to get out of there.
It's okay. This thing has a lot of hit points.
Oh, no. The queen comes over.
Oh.
But, that's actually one of the most complex and hard to figure out things in StarCraft. I think we see pros of every level, as well as amateurs, of course, make that same type of mistake. Like, I forget who it was, but like a week or two ago, we saw like an excellent pro get way ahead. And it was Dream. Dream had a match. I think it might have been while you were visiting your father, but
oh yeah, it was his family. Yeah,
I think it was. But yeah, Dream was like playing a brilliant, beautiful game, did enough damage, and then just kept attacking through the map. And it's like, no, you've done the damage. You have to defend now. And he lost a game because of that.
I think for beginners as well, there's this difficult concept to wrap your head around, which is that, excuse me, that just because there's a Nexus there doesn't mean you're getting the benefits from it, right?
Yeah.
You have to have the workers there. You have to have mined for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
You've lost mining time when you transferred, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got to keep that in mind.
Economy.
I mean, yeah. So there's a window of time where you can be penalized, and that's why we see so many strong timing attacks and centered around when a hatchery, for instance, is about to finish or just finishes, and there's a transfer going on, because that's really where there's they're in their weakest form.
And that's actually where timing attack comes from as well.
That's right.
Finding those weak moments. It's
usually moments like that, or like an upgrade. They're just ahead enough in an upgrade, or just ahead enough in mute attack or something, and you hit in that moment.
And those things are hard to find. So, but yeah, I mean, let's see going forward here what Saxtree can do against Hero. I think that he didn't play poorly that game at all. I think he made a couple really good moves. It's just the fact that those Adepts did so much damage that was the problem. But right now we do have Hero flying through with a couple of Oracles, picking off what he can. I do like this double Oracle play a lot right now.
Adepts now coming up. Note that you're pretty disjointed on this map. Third base is a bit of a distance, so I think the combo double Oracle with the Adepts here is going to be pretty nice. Now, note there are Speedlings out here. Speedlings are a lot better at dealing with Adepts, especially when you get the surrounds, since they can take so much damage so quickly, and this is going to be exactly how you take care of that. That is the way to solve that.
Very well done. He does end up picking off the Queen. I guess he sees how many Lings are out, too, which is kind of nice, but nice pylon placement here by Hero. He has a nice walling going on. He looks pretty safe against everything.
Yeah, he should be fine. I'm a little bit surprised to see that he actually shaded into the main there.
Yeah.
With those, because I do think Speedlings are a better counter to Adepts than, for instance, Roaches are, because at least you can trace the Adepts. If they do come out, you get perfect surface area to surround them, and Lings deal damage so quickly. Whereas Adept, it does attack fast, but it's not comparable to Lings that have surrounded something, obviously.
I think he had an idea of using the Oracles. Oracle Adept,
it.
The amount that kills Lings is really unheard of. But yeah, when he went into the main especially, there was already a Queen there and stuff. Just didn't really work out for him. But we do see here, it is Hydralisk Tech once again, kind of what we've been seeing for the past week plus, a lot of Hydralisk range speed upgrades going up. But we do have Adept upgrades and a lot of gates being added for Hero on 3 bases.
Now, with all these gateways coming up here, we've seen this a little bit in PvZ so far, just a really powerful push coming out around the time that Zerg is going to be thirsty for a 4th base. And this makes this phase of the game, I'd say, one of the more difficult parts of playing a Zerg nowadays, is right when Protoss is hitting a sweet spot. They've got not only all their primary upgrades that make their base units strong, they're getting, for instance, in this case, +1. Most of the tech tree is finished. And you got to remember, with pylon cannons, you can really hold off a good amount.
Yeah, you can.
So this is usually the part where Protoss begins to what we would call power up. And then eventually push out. Now, a lot of Zergs are reliant on counterattacks here, but that's nothing new in StarCraft. So Protosses basically have to just prepare for that, and they can usually be okay.
Now, by the way, I really like this move.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, he's moving out with a hell of a lot of adepts, and these are going to have +1 attack as well as raising englaives. Look at that.
That is so
awesome
good. That's
stasis
very
work.
liquid hero, by the way.
Yeah, and it's a great move as well because he knows that he's put a lot of money into these adepts, so a big counterattack with things like roaches or something would really hurt him. But here we go. Actually goes right on top of these. Oh my god, with these Phoenixes coming in.
Not quite picking them up as fast, but it doesn't seem like it matters. The Adepts now rotating around. Right as they're going to be able to do enough damage right over here. They will then shade into the main.
Wow, this attack was absolute madness against the pure Hydras that are out right now.
I love
this. Was really good by Hero. I really liked this.
No, this is so smart, and I love that he immediately, once he has the cooldown set, he's already evacuating them before the attack has even happened. Phoenix is now diving in, taking out so many drones, and already we're going to have another successful rotation. One Adept should go down. No, actually, all 4 managed to get away. Back into the main here. And even though there's not that many more drones left to try to take out or even available to take out here, he's already done the damage he needed to do.
Yeah, I got to talk about this. This was a very meta-type strategy from Hero. Right now, a lot of Zergs to counter this mass Phoenix into 4th base, Charge Law, Immortal Archon type of play. A lot of Zergs are going Hydra, Roach, and then making a bunch of Ravagers with the Roaches that they have. And the thing is, the way that you do that is to make your Hydras first, that kind of play defense, and then you go into the Roaches afterwards. They're kind of your mineral dump at the end. They move very quickly.
Yeah, it's like a funny reverse tech from what we've seen historically in StarCraft 2.
And that's the way that Zergs are playing right now. It's a powerful way. We've seen some good games out of Zergs with it. But what Hero did here, and this is why he had a couple stasis wards as well, it just fits so well into his build, is he's saying, you know what, I'm going to do an Adept attack. And he hit before any Roaches were made. And Adepts slaughter Hydras in a situation like
Hydras
this.
have never been truly beefy units in StarCraft.
Yeah. And they're light.
They always die. Yeah, they're light. They can die quickly, but they just deal a lot of damage. So in high numbers, in good positions especially, you can really hurt them. We now see the Zealot Archon tech here. Immortal in the back, ready for that potential Roach tech. Already, Protoss at 143 supply with Zerg at 103.
Well,
111 now.
Yeah.
120, 127. They're just shooting up in supply.
But yeah, this is, let's see what he can get done. I mean, with this, look at this. All these Adepts warping in with the Zealot drop as well as Zealots chasing
not
that
micro
queen.
here. All right, there we go. Oh, man, and he's hitting right when the Ravagers are in the process
those
of
are
making.
Lurkers, man.
Lurkers, excuse me, in the process of making.
Lurkers are pretty good. He's going to have to set that up ASAP, though, because, oh, God, he burrows them right there on that ramp, which means that his 3rd base most likely going to just die here.
Now, this is how you want to handle yourself against Lurkers. You engage the ones on the edge, and then you run back.
Yeah.
Lurkers are a lot like siege tanks, guys. You can always... in fact, you can engage them a little bit more effectively than siege tanks because they don't have the same range, although they do a lot of damage if your units are lined up.
Well, looks like Adepts shading through into the natural. Already the drones and the main base basically dead. We have a lot of lift-ups actually happening to these Lurkers right now as well. The Archons and Zealots coming in, trying to clean it up. Looks like Hero will end up losing quite a few units, but, I mean, he has done the damage here, really.
Yeah, he's already done some serious blows here. And, you know, it's not going to stop with the Adepts. There are Lurkers out here, but there it is, GG. I was going to say Lurkers, definitely not, I think, a unit that can handle an Adept at all. The Adept is the ultimate keep away unit. It's the ultimate harass unit.
That is true. It is very good at
even though he was starting to hold off that main push, you got to factor in with Protoss having the Warp Prism out, able to warp with the Zealots, which are always expendable, cheap, effective at destroying structures, and then the Adepts able to stay super mobile. I mean, Saxry was hit from so many different fronts there.
Well, you know what? Again, it was a very meta move from Hero.
A very smart move.
With all those Resonating Glaive Adepts to eliminate that Hydralisk army